Annyeonghaseyo yung lahat. So in this video, I am going to show you how I usually live stream my YouTube shorts. So I am going to show everything from my OBS setup to how I record gameplay, and how I stream gameplay, and everything under the sun. So let's get started. So here in our OBS, here's what I usually do. So you go here in settings. So right now we're recording, as you can see, but usually on a normal live stream, I just start streaming straight to my YouTube. And these are the settings that I usually touch on. So here are my default streaming settings. So for streaming, you only need around 4,000 to 6,000 kbps if you're going to stream, as long as your internet is stable. And then I just set this preset to medium. So these are usually the only stuff that I touch, and I just make sure that this is in low latency so that whenever I go live, kahit papano, medyo real time yung pag-interact ko sa inyo. And then for recording, these are the defaults that I use. So you feel free to experiment, but these are the settings that work for me. And then I use CQP over here. You can adjust the levels. Feel free to experiment. But if by any chance your PC can't handle CQP, you can always use CBR and play around with the bitrate of probably 10K above. So depending on the resolution that you're targeting. So for our replay buffer as well, make sure that you set this. This is where I capture my highlights. So make sure that this is checked, and the maximum replay time that I allot is usually 60 to 90 seconds. And then for the maximum memory, depending on your RAM, if you probably have 16 gigs, you may want to lower this to 512. But if you have 32 gigs of RAM, like the one that I have right here, I increased it a bit. So I placed 768. Okay. And then for the video, this is my usual canvas resolution. So it's basically an 8:9 aspect ratio. So think of two 1080p screens stacked on top of each other, so that when it comes to the editing part, I don't need to worry about, important details missing out and all that stuff. So that's also the reason why I don't really stream in 9:16 anymore. So, and then for the hotkeys, you may want to put a shortcut over here for your replay buffer. So once you press on start replay buffer, just make sure that you have a shortcut that's easily accessible on your keyboard whenever you want to capture highlights. So let's say later I'm going to play Marvel Rivals. You're going to see I'm going to save a couple of highlights while I'm playing. But yeah. So before I forget, don't forget to also go to advanced in your OBS and set this file name formatting. So when you save gaming highlights, you have an organized folder structure. So shout out to Nati for actually sharing this. This is the format that you need to take note of. So just put this in here. So that's basically my OBS setup. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna play a bit of Marvel Rivals first. And I'll be back again in a few minutes. And I'll show you how I edit my stuff using DaVinci Resolve. No one dies. We're good at dodging. Nice. Nice one. That was clean. Look at that. We're being the best support. So I just finished my Marvel Rivals session. So this is what my folder structure looks like. So whenever I hit my hotkey here on saving replays, this is where it's saved. So it gives me the date of when the stream took place. So let's double click on this. And the file names are pretty organized. So for here, since I don't have a template yet for Marvel Rivals, we're about to do it in DaVinci Resolve. So before I even edit videos, I first create the layout of what it's gonna look like in vertical resolution. So I took this screenshot. So we're gonna put this in DaVinci Resolve. So we're gonna open it right now. Okay, so we've opened up DaVinci Resolve Studio 19. So I bought the studio version just for the auto captioning, because you need the paid version in order to use the captions. And this is my CapCut PC alternative. Although in captioning, I still find CapCut to be better in that category. But for the most part in my editing, I just stick to DaVinci Resolve. And so let's just get the screenshot first. So here's the screenshot of the, I would say the canvas that we're gonna edit. So we're not going to the cut page. We're gonna go here to the edit page. And let's just prepare. Okay, so we right click and then we go to create new timeline over here. Just go to timelines, create new timeline, and then let's just call this, I don't know, for YouTube Shorts. Marvel Rivals YouTube Shorts template. And then we uncheck use project settings because we need to turn this into vertical resolution. So let's go to format and just check this. And what else do we need to do here? You guys can do 4K if you want, but for this demonstration, let's just use the usual 1080p. And then we create. And we're gonna be presented with this screen. And then we add the screenshot first. So this is what it looks like. And what I usually do here is, the easiest way to do this is to create another layer. So I hold my Alt key and then I click and drag. Usually I like to create a blurred background effect for this vertical short because I don't usually fill out the screen because I have to take note of what's in the what app elements that we need to take note of, all that stuff. So what I'm going to do is apply a let's find the Gaussian blur over here. I think I saved it somewhere. There we go. Resolve Reflex Blur, Gaussian blur. I think this is free on. I think you can do this on the free version. I'm not sure. Let's just hide this first. So I like putting a blur, something like this, and then I just put adjust the strength. Okay. So that's what it looks like, and then I layer in another screenshot over here. And then I'm gonna adjust the zoom. Nice and easy. And there. And then I'm just gonna drag this replay over here. So you might be wondering, why are there 3 tracks? Because I recorded this in Matroska and my OBS settings are set to separate the game audio, which is track number 2 over here, and track 3 is my voice. So that audio 1 over here is actually the game audio and my voice combined. So I don't think we need that. So what we're gonna do is right click on this video. We uncheck link clips and we just delete this one because this combines my voice and the game audio. We don't want that. And instead we just mix it as is here. Okay, and then right click. Let's clean up a bit, delete empty tracks. Let's probably tune this volume up a bit. Okay. And this is what the replay currently looks like. You know what? I'm gonna move this here. This is just a placeholder anyway. So this is the technique that I do. Before the matches start. Yeah, this is actually already a good layout as well for most cases. But if you're a bit OC, you wanna show some other elements, we're gonna get to that in a sec. But let's set up the blurred background first. So let's duplicate this video layer again. So let's copy the attributes from this frame. So what I do is I hit Control C and then Alt V. And then let's see, make sure that I guess everything should be checked. Okay, what do we uncheck here? Oh, we removed the retime effects. Uncheck this. We're just after the video attributes. So when you hit apply, the video should be moving. Okay. So do the same thing here. Control C and then Alt V. Make sure again that retime effects is unchecked because if you check this, your video frame will freeze. So just make sure that this is unchecked. And then just click on apply again. And it should be smooth sailing from here. Before the matches start. Yeah. And what else do we need to do? So if you have the studio version of DaVinci Resolve, you can actually apply captions to this. So I think I spoke English in this clip anyway, so I think it's gonna be easier for me to caption. So what I do is I mute the main track. This is the gaming track. I just put this on mute. So I go to timeline, and then we create subtitles from audio, and then language, and just set it to auto. I'll probably put Netflix, but I'm gonna edit it anyway. So yeah, this is how I usually do my stuff. Probably let's do, how many characters per line? Probably let's make it 25. And then we just create. Or we can do double. Yeah, let's do double lines. And then let's create. This should complete in a bit. There we go. And now we have subtitles. And then from here, I just edit the style of the captions here. Oh, that's a bit big. So we go here to track in the inspector tool. So if you're after something that's like minimalist, you don't need much animations. I think the DaVinci Resolve Studio defaults are already enough. But if you want something animated, you may need to learn, you may need to learn Fusion. But since that's gonna take up this video, I am just gonna caption this. Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna edit this a bit more. It's still big. Let's shorten this. Okay, and then probably need a drop shadow. Yeah, let's just put a drop shadow. Opacity, all that stuff for playing around. There we go. Okay, I think that's a good. Yeah, that's a good caption so far. Let's pick my default blue. Yeah, that's good. Not really my best highlights, but at least we have something. I have something to show. Got it. Holy Chicago. Okay. So once I'm done editing this, just make sure I'm in the right zone. Now I save this, deliver, and I upload this to YouTube. And we already have some defaults here. But let's just do a custom export. And we're gonna use... Wait a minute. Our timeline frame rate isn't right. Oh, I forgot to set the timeline here properly. Shit. Okay. Okay. I think I'm happy with this. And then let's just deliver. And let's just go until here. And then, let's just set this to 265. Yeah, more or less I'm happy with this shit. And then we just straight upload. We save this to my final exports in DaVinci Resolve. And that's basically it. And then I add the render queue. And render all. And it should be done in a few seconds. And that's the perks of having DaVinci Resolve Studio. And this is my whole content creation workflow in a nutshell as a part-time live streamer. So if you want to watch more of my videos, I'm gonna pop up another video here next. And yeah, feel free to subscribe. Paalam sa inyo lahat.